Hey guys, Shauna, and today in this video we'll be talking about life skill activities or practical life activities that I've taught my toddler. My son does most of these activities on a weekly basis, so I just wanted to share some of my ideas with you. These activities were good for any children between probably the age of 10 months up until kindergarten. So the first one I have here is feed your pets, or in our case feed our fish. So I just used this white bucket from Dollarama. It was $2, and I put whatever task I want him to do that day, I just put in this bucket. So the first one we have here is feed our fish. So I just leave the fish food in here, and he walks over to our fish tank and feeds the fish. Next activity I have for him is wash dishes. This is a little play sink I picked up from Walmart Canada. It actually, when you turn it on and add water, actually water will flow from the tap. And I just have him wash the dishes. Sometimes I'll put in some of these bubbles so he can have bubbles. And other times he'll either wash dishes, like help me wash out his sippy cups at the kitchen sink, or I'll add some plastic dishes into this bin with some soapy water and a rag, and he'll wash dishes in there. Another activity I have him do is sorting out his socks and putting the pairs together. So I'll usually just put them in this bin and I'll mix them all up as much as possible, and then I'll have him match them by color. And this is a good visual discrimination, because even though there's blue mixed together, they actually are different. So he has to actually find the matches and put them together. Another task I have him do is fold laundry. So usually when I'm doing the laundry, I'll just throw in maybe 2 t-shirts in here or some of these washcloths, and he'll just practice folding them. Now most of the time they'll end up like this, but at least it's practice. He's learning. He's only about to turn 2 in February, so it's just practice for him at this moment. Another activity I have him do is water our plants. So usually I just give him this small one in the bucket, and I'll provide a little bit of water in this little white watering can. Just have him water the plant. Another activity I have him do sometimes is wash some of his toys. So I'll just throw in some of the toys into this bin, again with some water and these bubbles, or sometimes I'll throw them into his bathtub. You can just practice washing them. Sometimes I'll give him his wash rag, and he can just wash his toys. Another thing I've been getting him to do is try to organize his toys. So I'll have him put his large cars over here, his mega block stuff here, and have him put it like his books away every night. So we'll be working on that. And all these skills teach kids responsibility, so they're good for later on in life. So up next I have take out the garbage. So what I'll do is, can't really show you that right now because we've already done it, but I'll just take the small bag of garbage or our recycling, and I'll have him walk outside with me, and I'll lift him up and he can throw it into the bin. Another one I have him do is sort silverware or cutlery. So I'll have him either do it by color, so like all the red stuff in one pile, or I'll actually have him match all the forks together, all the spoons together, and then all the knives together. Right now I just give him these plastic ones. They're from like the dollar store. So another activity I have him do is prepare a snack. So I'll give him something like this in the container, some peanut butter. Yeah, so I'll give him some peanut butter, a little plastic knife, and maybe some crackers or some cookies, and he can practice spreading the peanut butter onto the crackers or cookies. Another thing I've given him, I just don't have one with me, is a banana. He can practice slicing and like peeling and then slicing up the banana. Also, I've given him in the past those little mandarin oranges, practice peeling them, but he became allergic to oranges, so we stopped doing that. But there's all kinds of little activities you can give children, like boxes of raisins, and they can put them in their little cups, or have them pour their own juice if they're ready to do that. Another activity I have my son help me with is like sweeping and mopping and sometimes vacuuming. He likes playing with our large vacuum, so I gave him this little mini shark dust buster one. So it's just a small one. He can go around dusting the carpet, vacuuming the carpets if he likes. And then I got this little, I believe this one was, yeah, $1.50 from Dollarama. He can just go around sweeping little areas in the house. And up next, this one also came from Dollarama. It was $2.50. It's a little wet mop, so sometimes I'll leave it dry and he could just sweep around with it, or I'll add some water to it and he can mop the floors and help me out. Going along with cleaning, I also give him this little duster. This is from Swiffer. These are the ones you can buy to get in between like your shelves and blinds. So let's give him this and he can go around like dusting the shelves and stuff. Also for cleaning, I'll give him this little spray bottle from the dollar store and his little cleaning rag, or these little wipes from the dollar store, and I'll have him just wipe the surfaces down like the table and stuff. Another life skill that children need to learn is how to do laces and buckles and zippers and buttons. So I have this, it's a life skills board from Melissa and Doug. So you can just practice doing his zippering and the buttons. He knows how to do those. He knows how to do the buckle too. And this is also a little good puzzle for him to do as well. Also, something I have him do daily is I'll leave out his hairbrush, so he has to brush his hair every morning, and I'll leave out his little toothbrush and toothpaste, and he has to brush his teeth every morning. And then something we do every night is I have him switch off the lights and switch off the light in his fish tank. And a thing we do monthly is, I won't press the button because it's really loud, but I have him press the test button on the smoke detector to make sure that it's still working. Anyways, I'm going to try to include some clips of him doing some of these activities. I'm not sure if I can because I'm having trouble with this phone, and just editing stuff is just giving me some trouble. But I'll try to include some clips of him doing some of these things. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.
After I talked to my mom, I texted my lawyer, and she's worried too.